The real good question is, why is there a contradiction? Huh? For every contradiction, there exists an explanation. Let's look at what the explanation in this case may be, shall we? Alright, it's not like he's really giving me a choice here. You're doing pretty good, for a little kitten. Mr. Armando. No matter what he says, a contradiction always comes down to a lie. It's either the victim discovered in the trunk, the witness's photo showing the defendant and the victim, or the witness's testimony that stated she saw the moment of the murder. Just relax and think it over. It's pretty simple, isn't it? The false evidence, it's one of those three. I mean, the trunk photo and the bridge photo sounds right. It's more so the testimony, I doubt. What you said just now, I'm not sure. I like that. That wasn't me, Your Honor. It was the coffee aficionado over here that said it. Scott is not in the habit of accepting false evidence, you know. Blame it on him. Blame it on him, Your Honor. He's the one trying to slip false evidence into the court. But we won't let him. We'll expose his evidence as the flimsy scam it really is. Yeah. The false evidence in this case is the body in the trunk. No, witness's testimony. Oh, yeah. I press Y to present it. I present this speech bubble. It is a no-brainer. Obviously, it's the witness that's suspicious. During his earlier testimony, the detective pointed out a crucial fact. The criminal shoved the victim down from behind and stabbed her in the back. Yeah, that's what got me, to begin with. Because you see the photo and they're facing each other, head to head. You can't shove someone from behind when they're facing you, unless they turn around for you. Yeah, whatever. Now, is that testimony exactly what the witness claims to have seen? Yeah, that's what the witness told us. Hair flick. That testimony is filled with holes. After all, the victim's coat isn't dirty at all. That's true. It's not just true, it's the truth. If there was truly decisive evidence in this case, I'm certain that boy Wonder over there would have called them in the first place. True. Your Honor, the defense requests to cross-examine the eyewitness. The testimony presented so far is not only vague, but contradictory as well. Oh damn, we got 3 bangs. Well, Mr. Edgeworth. It appears, oh god, that we'll need to hear from your mystery witness after all. You should brace yourself for the brutal truth. Your Honor, the prosecution has no intention of hiding the witness from the court. We are prepared to present our witness at any time. Very well. Please bring forth your witness at this time. What Mr. Edgeworth said kind of worries me. Prepare for the brutal truth. What does he mean by the brutal truth? Who knows? Now let's proceed with the testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, please go right ahead. Thank you, Your Honor. The prosecution summons the woman who saw the events that day with her very own eyes. This is it, Mia. The battle begins here. Woohoo! Ah. Witness, what is your name and occupation? What? No. Huh? Everyone is so silent that I can hear their hearts going pitter-patter. Oh. When I look at you, how can I put it? You look as scrumptious as a double-double and a dozen donut holes. I feel like I want to hurry up and hand down a verdict just to have a bite. Of what? Hey, not so fast. As I said before, this witness is very sensitive and delicate. I would ask the court to exercise care when addressing her. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. You are a true gentleman. Miss Fay, you could learn a lot from this man. If he's such a gentleman, he sure doesn't act like one to me. Sir? Yes, my dear? It's my first time, so I'm sure I'll make a lot of mistakes. Anyway, I just wanted to say I'm sorry for all the trouble I might cause. I don't trust her. Not at all, it's no trouble at all. Now then, may we please have your name and occupation? My name is... Wait, what? Melissa? Huh? Melissa Foster. I'm a college student, a freshman in the literature department. Wait. If only she said where she's a student at. If she had said Ivy University, then Dahlia is using a fake name. But the question is Melissa fake, or is Dahlia the fake? Oh god, it's confusing. Maybe there's two of them. Yeah, one's Dahlia, one's Melissa. You're on the scene when the unfortunate event occurred, correct? You were the one who took this photo? Is that accurate? Oh dear. How can you be so mean? Now see here. What are you doing showing that in her face like that? Huh? But it's just a photograph. It's not like it's something dangerous. She took the bastard picture. She will have known what it looked like. So why the hell would it shock her? Oh no. Next time I'll be forced to penalise you. Uh-oh. I don't like the turn this has taken. Nope. It's not good. Is she staring at me? And you would be... Huh? I'm the defense lawyer. My name is Mia Fey. I see. So you are... what? Now then, young lady, could you please give us your testimony? Yes, Your Honor. I'll do my best. We know what you're really like, bitch. You're like a demon. Literally a demon. Devil, whatever. Anything horrible like that is what she is. The witness's photograph. I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. So I aimed it at a bridge. Then I noticed there were two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. Also, one thing I've noticed, in 6 years, she has not aged a bit. Yeah, I know, like, people just don't age. Either that, or it's just using the same sprite. Which is most probably the case. And right after that, I called the police. Okay, that sounds pretty good. By the way, where were you standing when the incident occurred? I believe the map would be of help here. I would assume she's on the point. Oh, there? Really? I was standing right over here. Standing in a beautiful field surrounded by tall cliffs. Ah. So you took the photo from that location, eh? I brought the camera I was using at the time, just like Mr. Edgeworth asked me to. Ho ho ho! What a cute camera. Just like its owner. Oh my god. So, even in the first case, she had the same effect on everybody in the room that she's having it at this moment, except Edgeworth isn't phased. Like, at all. Alright then, Miss Fey, time for your cross-examination. But I warn you, make the witness cry again and you'll feel the wrath of my gavel. Great. Using my camera to take pictures of wildflowers, yeah. Two people standing up on the suspension bridge. Suddenly they just started fighting. That's when I hurried and took the photo that shows the crucial moment. If they're fighting, then surely they would not be just stood as if it's about to be like a duel at sundown. Wouldn't they be right next to each other grabbing hold of one another? That ain't no crucial moment, Melissa, if that is your real name. Yeah, bitch. Witness! When you said you took a photo of the crucial moment, is this what you meant? All I can see in this photo are two people facing each other. You testified that you saw the two of them starting to fight. Normally, that's the kind of thing we would refer to as a crucial moment. Why haven't you presented a photo like that? Ooh, it's this music. Yeah! I love this song. Well, you see, the photo we presented was the only one there was. But if you really wanted to capture the crucial moment, then what happens next? You must have taken a photo of it.
Dope.
My apologies, young lady. But Miss Fay's assertion is not without a certain amount of merit. You can finally... I can certainly downplay a situation, can't he? I'm sorry. I'm a very bad girl. I used it all up. The film, I mean. You ran out of film? This photo was the last one. What? Unfortunately, that is the truth. I personally examined all the photographs she took that day. All the other photos are of the witness herself playing among the wildflowers. The witness herself? Then who took the photos? Well, you see, my camera has a timer feature built into it. So you took photos of yourself. I remember taking some photos of myself once too. Please, no details. It seems that Miss Faye's assertion was not so decisive after all. Wait just a minute. Yeah, you prick. Well, if she had no film left, she couldn't very well take more pictures, eh? Miss Foster, perhaps then you could tell us about a different sort of photo. Photos of the incident that you took with your very own eyes. Oh, what she witnessed. Mr. Edgeworth, you're quite the poet. Oh my. Very well then. Let's get back to the cross-examination. Let's hear your thoughts on the fight that you witnessed. Yes, Mr. Judge. Boy, this guy is really a sucker for sweet talk. It looks like the other kitten in the room is the one that's getting all the attention. Yeah, it's sickening. Oh, right, yeah, I was using my camera to take some pictures of wildflowers. Then I noticed... Okay, so then she noticed that. Standing on the suspension bridge. Then they started fighting. Turned around and tried to run away, but... she only got about 10 yards before she was stabbed in the back. Wait. How would that work? Isn't there a hole on the bridge? I vaguely remember seeing it. Yeah, there's a massive hole. So it's not just the fact... It's not like she would have been able to do it. It's the fact she definitely couldn't. Okay. I object, yet again. Witness, your testimony is a joke. Huh? What? But I just... Miss Faye, I thought I warned you not to make the witness cry. Please. One short testimony and two bad contradictions. There's no possible excuse. You say there were two contradictions? It's simple. Just take a look at the diagram of the area. According to her testimony, the two of them were in the middle of the bridge. But if they were, and the victim had turned around and tried to run, well then... She would have hit a dead end, or plummeted to her death. You said 10 yards, but she couldn't have ran even 5, because Dusky Bridge is collapsed on that side. Yeah! Get hit with this logic. Logic burst. That's what it is in, like, the show. They don't call it anything, it's not got some sort of stupid power name. But they have, like, bursts of air come out of their objections and everything. It's the best. What does all this mean? It's very simple. Your Honour. This charming little witness told a charming little lie. That's all there is to it. This beautiful young lady has been lying to the court? Just a moment, Your Honour. Mr. Edgeworth? Oh, he's doing that. Head shake. Your Honour, allow me to personally apologise for the confusion. What do you mean? There's one major mistake in this diagram. Let me guess, they are in a separate spot. So, where the victim was on the diagram is where Terry is gonna be. And where Terry was is where the victim is gonna be. I can already see it. What did you say? What are you referring to? It's all because this diagram was made after the incident occurred. It's a very old bridge. We couldn't find any official blueprints of it. So you're saying... I'm saying that even though this bridge is currently in disrepair, it wasn't on the day of the crime. Oh. Oh. Okay, I was waiting for him to say they were actually in different positions. There's no evidence that can prove that the bridge was broken during the incident. Hang on. Wait, not that one. I wanted to actually the witness photo. Ah, bugger. Never mind. I was hoping it would catch the back of the bridge and you'd be able to see it. Aw, man. Alright. That's ridiculous. You can't actually tell the condition of the bridge from this photo. I apologise to the court for not being more clear when I presented the evidence. Great! That guy is good. What do you mean? He planned it from the beginning. He's a genius, alright. That diagram of the bridge was his insurance policy. What? That coward? Huh. Well, Miss Faye, it seems you've once again made a reckless accusation. What? I'm so sorry. I should have been more careful myself. No. It wasn't your fault at all. Now then, shall we go on with the trial? I'd like to establish once and for all what it was that the witness actually saw. Indeed. Alright, young lady. May I ask you to please proceed with your testimony? But it's so hard to go on. We're all on your side, Miss Foster. There's no need to worry. Just tell us what you saw. Yes, sir. Oh my god. Running from the crime? Okay. Oh right, she means the defendant. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked her up in his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. I suppose that was the only way he could make sure the body stayed hidden. He couldn't just leave the body on top of the bridge. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm only supposed to talk about what I saw. What? Instead of speculate, you mean? So, witnessing such violence must have been difficult. Yes, sir. I'm still shaken up. If he accepts his testimony as it is, we're finished. Don't say that. Oh well. Maybe I'll stop off at my favourite cafe on the way home. They make a really great mocha latte. This trial isn't over yet. That's what I like to hear. Alright, Miss Faye, your cross-examination, if you please. The contradiction is staring you right in the face, Mia. Go on the attack. After he stabbed her in the back, he quickly picked up his arms. To make sure the body stays hidden. Okay, why? I want to press this, because I'm curious. Why couldn't he have left it on the bridge? Or just dumped it over the edge? Although we saw a body fall off the bridge into the river, so what the heck happened? Why do you say that? It's already a broken down bridge, hidden away in the mountains. Doing anything more to hide the corpse would be going overboard, wouldn't it? Yes, but that mountain is famous among hikers. A surprising number of people go up there. But it's February, right? And it was raining that day, correct? There is also a small temple and a channeling dojo there. You know those monks, they just love the cold, or cold, isolated places. I think the witness is trying to say that the corpse could have been found at any time. Besides, the witness is merely reporting what she witnessed with her own eyes. That was the only way he could have made sure the body could have stayed hidden. But that... I mean, I would still go with my theory. Why didn't he just dump it into the water? And also the fact we definitely saw in the opening of this episode, we saw the body get get thrown over the edge of the bridge into the water below, so I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm going to present this. It's the only thing I could think. There were two ways of hiding the body. A victim not wanting his victim to be found... a killer not wanting his victim to be found, I can understand that. However, the idea of moving the body for that purpose is clearly odd. There was a much easier way to make sure the body wasn't found. I mean, Edgeworth even said earlier in the case that if they fall into the current of Eagle River, it's highly likely that the body will never be found. Well, what is it? Take another look at the map of the area and you'll see how. There's a river right below the bridge. Earlier, Mr. Edgeworth pointed out something interesting about the river. There we go. For those who are not aware, Eagle River is well known for its powerful current. Most bodies that fall in are never recovered. In the kidnapping case 5 years ago, the victim's body was carried away and never found. If 10 murders were to occur at that same spot above the Eagle River, you can bet your boots that every other killer would have tossed the body in the water. Yeah, to hide it in a car is oddly specific. Well, not oddly specific, it's just very weird when there was a much more convenient way, and one way that would result in not being found out. Or at least, a higher likelihood of not being found out. I'm not sure if I care for the way you put that, Miss Faye, but I must admit that it does seem odd not to have thrown the body into the river. Well, Mr. Edgeworth? How sad. Perhaps Miss Faye would do well to try taking a dip in the river herself. After all, you claim to be such an expert in the ways of nature. What are you talking about? My point is that no matter how odd you may find the killer's method of body disposal, the fact is that this is what the killer did. None of your arguments have anything to do with what the witness saw. Quite true, I suppose. Miss Faye, it seems that your assertion is without merit after all. But what the witness claims to have seen is totally ridiculous. Surely you can't deny that the body was found in the trunk of the car. That's certainly consistent with what the witness told us, or has told us. Please, witness, go on with your testimony. I'll try. All you have to do is tell us only what you saw. Otherwise, the mean lady might yell at you again. Who's he talking about? Alright, I'll do my best. Oh my god. Pardon me. So, stabbed her, picked her up into his arms. Then he carried her over to the car. Killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. Wait a minute. No, if she was stood, I can't point it out, but she wouldn't be able to see that. Ha! Although the fact she was able to see both of the people on the bridge and not the hole behind them is very shocking because that point comes out pretty damn far. No, she was stood, apparently. She was stood right next to the R of Eagle River. So to the left of it, she was stood about there. The car is directly north and there's a tall cliff blocking her view. There is no way she'd have been able to see it. And also, wait, maybe does the photo also show that? Yeah, it does. That's the tall cliff. You can't see over it. But that, yeah, I mean, that doesn't really show it as well as this does. Well, Miss Foster, it looks like you've done it this time. Done what? Made a crucial mistake. A crucial mistake? Like what, Miss Faye? The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. You're saying you saw that, right? With your very own eyes? Yeah, and? It's simple, Miss Foster. Take a look at the diagram. The place... place... Maybe she took it from the other side. I don't know, whatever. So the place you claim to have taken the photo from that day is here. Do you see what I mean? Even if you tried to see the car, this outcropping of rock is directly in the way. Oh! That's right, Miss Foster. From where you were standing, you could not have possibly seen the killer's car. So she wouldn't have actually known what happened to the body unless he dumped it in the river. I admit that the diagram shows a large outcropping of rock, but it's also outdated. However, it isn't so tall that it would stop her from seeing the car. That's right. It's not high at all. I was able to see his car just fine. The witness's photo kind of proves that wrong. I'm so sorry, but that just doesn't wash. I believe it was the witness who presented this as evidence to the court, yes? This is the location that the photo was taken from. Your very own photo tells the whole story. You can clearly see the left side of the bridge, but the outcropping that is being referred to is really more like a cliff. Ah! Your view should have been completely cut off by this cliff, but still you claim to have been able to see the killer's car. Oh dear. No! Order! Order in the court. What is the meaning of all this ballyhoo? What the hell is that word? Ballyhoo. Your Honor, don't jump to any hasty conclusions. The fact that the escapee fled in a stolen car was reported on the news. After witnessing a murder, I'm sure you can appreciate that the witness was very upset. She must have heard about the stolen car and convinced herself that she saw it. But she was repeatedly warned before starting her testimony. She was told to testify only about what she saw with her very own eyes, or with her own eyes. My bad, I'm adding words. Oh. Mr. Judge? What is it? I think I must have remembered things wrong. Oh my god, really? Hey, wait a minute, you can't just say that. But sure she can. Oh, no, no, no! Miss Faye, no one on the face of the planet is perfect. Yes, indeed. Quite true. You know what they say? To err is human, to forgive divine. I'm inclined to give the benefit of the doubt to our witness here. What? That's not fair! It's only because she's cute. Save the tears for later, kitten. Mr. Armando, don't look back until the trial is over. Now is the time to go forward. But that wasn't fair. Okay, kitten, you need to relax. Then you need to remember the other kitten's testimony. The killer broke into the trunk of the stolen car and hid the body in there. So tell us, how did you know that? How did you know that he broke into the trunk? Until you can explain how you knew that, you're going to have a lot of very suspicious people on this side of the courtroom. Well, witness? Well, I'm certain that he broke into the trunk. Because there were marks left on the trunk lid. I'm certain there were scratch marks from when he broke into it. What? Let me see that photo. Yeah, there aren't any. It's true. Wait, where? Okay, yeah, they do. Bugger. These certainly look like scratch marks around the keyhole. It's obvious that this trunk has been broken open. Well, Miss Faye, are you satisfied? The judge is on her side. I can't make any mistakes here. What she just said. Is there a contradiction in there somewhere? It doesn't work. Melissa Foster. It looks like you finally betrayed yourself. What? You said you were in a field taking photos of wildflowers. But even so, you knew about the scratches. The question is when? When did you get a chance to see those scratches? I mean, she does have a point. Finally, I finally got her. I'm getting pretty tired of waiting over here. Then perhaps it would be faster if Miss Faye explained herself. Your Honor, there's only one possible explanation. The reason the witness had seen the scratches was she happened to be passing by, she put cops on herself, owner of the car. Cops. She's an accomplice. There's only one way that the witness had the chance to see those scratches. Yes, what is it? Naturally, when she opened the trunk and stuffed the cops in herself. The person who really hid the body in the trunk of that car was Melissa Foster. It was you that did it, wasn't it? That's ridiculous. I could never. It was the man in the prison garb. He's the one that... I don't think so, Miss Foster. If Mr. Fowles had been the one that put the cops in the trunk, he would have simply used the car key. There was no need to break it open. But he stole the car. He stole it from a young couple that had been waiting at a red light, which means that the key would have still been in the ignition. Oh. I see. Get owned! Get owned! Thank you for telling us about the scratches, Miss Foster. Without that, we would never have uncovered the truth. It couldn't have been Mr. Fowles that put the body in the trunk. Oh damn. Oh my god. Preposterous. To even suggest that the witness put the body in there. If that were true, then how do you explain the photo that she took? The cops could... wait. Only have been put in the trunk when the incident occurred. And we already know that at the time, she was taking photographs. Now is your chance, Mia. Finish this thing. On the contrary, I'm not so certain about that anymore, Mr. Edgeworth. She did actually tell us exactly herself. There's no need to think too deeply about it. What I'm saying is the shutter for this may not have been pushed by Miss Foster herself. Yeah, has a timer function. You serious? I don't think you can make a mistake about it. Take a look at her camera.